decided to add an extra 6 issues. Project Punk issue 8. I don't know how to introduce this conflict slowly and subtly. Sup peoples, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm starting on a rather labor-intensive journey. If you've watched the previous videos in this series, which I will link up above, you will know that I've been working on the first 6 issues of my comic work in progress, currently codenamed Project Punk, for the last about 3 years. I am currently in the process of trying to find an artist to illustrate it and hopefully move on to publishing from there, and I'm also documenting that process. So if you're interested in any of that, stick around, tap that subscribe button, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss when I post. Wow, I sound like a real YouTuber there. But writing-wise, while I'm reaching out to artists, I don't want to take a break from the other projects that I'm working on within Project Punk. And that means that I need to get working on the second arc of my comic, which would be 6 issues. Reading through them, I realized that there was too much that I wanted to fit into them, and they're actually really rushed. So I tried to cram too much stuff into too small of a space, and I've decided to add an extra 6 issues. So what I initially thought would be 1 story arc is now going to be split into 2 story arcs. That way, I have enough space to explore all the new characters that I'm introducing and just taste out appropriately all of the things that are going to be taking place. I'm going to start with laying out a new plan. Since I have a bunch of scenes already written that I do want to use, I just need more space between them so the characters have time to develop more before we reach certain scenes. So it's not like they're here, then they're here, then they're here, then they're there, then they're there. You know, I want it to feel like you have time to really sit with these characters. Before I started filming this, actually a little while ago, like a couple weeks, because I've been putting this off because it's been daunting, I had written out every single scene that takes place in the 6 issues that I had initially written, and I put them on a chart that shows where every single one of those scenes will be taking place in the grand scheme of this timeline so that all the events can transpire in the correct order. Wouldn't be an Ash video if my ugly sweatpants weren't featured somewhere in it, would it be, guys? So after I turned off the camera, I don't know what day I turned it off on, it's been a week. Whatever the case, it's been a week. Let's just put that out there. It is now Friday, and on Sunday night, I actually finished rewriting and editing issue 7. So 4 days, but still, pretty much a week. And there was a lot less wrong with it than I thought there would be. I had initially gone into it thinking I would have to rewrite pretty much every single scene. I was able to keep the first scene, keep the second scene, tweak the third scene, and then I had to rewrite the 4th scene, but not because it was bad, just because I had to move the 4th scene, the original 4th scene, further into the series for pacing reasons. I did not go back and edit it yet. I'm going to do that once I've written all 6 issues, because right now I just want to be writing. I don't want to be editing, I want to be writing. I'm now going to begin work on issue 8. Okay, so I have 4 documents open. I have my Project Punk series guide, which includes my new issue layout plan. Then we have my issue 9 draft, because I need to know what happens in issue 9 so that I can possibly move it into issue 8 depending on pacing things that I decide. That moment when you realize there should be a light blinking on your microphone and there isn't. You probably noticed this a while ago, but I just realized that I never turned my mic on. It picked up the audio, and I'm not re-recording all of it, so I'm sorry. It's just gonna be bad audio. But you already know that because you just watched through all of it. Anyway, back to where I was. So I have 4 documents open. This is the first thing I did before waking up. I need to go back to bed. This is the first thing I did when waking up. I woke up, I took my dog out, I ate breakfast, and I went to do this. This is the first time I've been speaking to a person for an extended period of time about things other than the fact that I hurt my foot yesterday. It's fine, it just is annoying. Anyway, so what I do is I copy and paste all of the original issue 8, and I copy that, and then I paste it into the new issue 8 document. I also keep it in the old issue 8 document though, because I want to have all the different versions so I can take things from them. This is going to have a lot of rewrites, I think, because it centers primarily around a new group of characters that I've decided to introduce later into the story. So I'm going to need to cut them out and work. Can probably keep the scenes that aren't with them, but the scenes that are with them, I'm going to be moving further into the series. Because I was like, yeah, this thing will only be like 18 issues total. Turns out it's going to be more like 100, but you know, that's probably good. Better have too much story than not enough, right? So now I should get writing. Okay, let's just see what I have to do. The original first scene of this issue, I have actually moved into issue 7, so we're going to be removing that. Okay, then the next scene I have to cut out too. What's happening? There's a tripod. This is why I need my own house. Okay, but anyway, so far it looks like I have to delete everything. Yeah, I have to delete everything. I have to start completely over because every single scene in this is now going to be moved further into the series. Why scared? I'm scared. Whew, okay, so we're not going to be using issue 8, issue 9. Because there is stuff that I'm going to be using from these. I just need to figure out which issues it's in. Okay, so issue 9's first scene is where I wanted to pick up with the series. So I'm going to take that. So we'll be getting back to issue 8 at a later date. For now, we're just going to be working on issue 9 and moving in, turning it into issue 8. I'm sorry, this is probably like incredibly confusing for anyone who doesn't understand how my brain works. I'm working on an issue right now. It's going to be the official issue 8. However, it's taking elements from the previous issue 9. Does that make sense? Please comment down below if this is understandable, because I'm really worried it's not. Because I've rewritten these so many times, and without giving away details of what happens inside of them, I don't know how to differentiate between them. So I don't know how to tell you, well, it's this issue 9, without being like, well, it's the one in which Rex and Ahsoka go and defeat Count Dooku. Ooh, we're introducing a new character at this point. I love this character. I'm very excited to explore his world. That's part of why I decided to space out the issues. Initially, it was going to be issues 7 through 12, introduce these 2 new sets of characters, and had a lot of big 3 new sets of characters, and introduced a lot of big plot stuff. But then I realized that if I wanted to do all of these characters justice, which I love all of these new characters, so obviously I do, I was not giving them enough time. So basically, before I edit, here, this might be interesting to you, I read through everything and I delete all the stuff that I'm not going to be using from this section. Only for my second draft though. I keep everything that I delete in a separate folder, because I think you should always keep everything from your story so you can use bits of it later, especially with this, because it's not that it's bad writing, it's just that I crammed it all in too small of a space, so I'm going to be spacing it out. So I read it all, so I'm back in the story and the characters and the headspace, and then I go through and I write. So that's why in the beginning of a lot of my videos, you don't just see me sit down and start typing, you see me sit down and like scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. Okay, so basically, I wrote for a little while, then my mom needed her laptop back, so now we're doing other things. Those other things include making lunch, so that's what we're gonna do. Writing-wise, I'm feeling a little, like I'm enjoying the process, but I'm feeling a little bit stumped because I want to introduce a sort of conflict that's causing issues for my characters. I can't be more specific than that, I'm sorry. But to do that, I don't know how to introduce this conflict slowly and subtly. Like, I always worry that I have to spell everything out for my readers. But like, people are intelligent, they can read between the lines. But I'm always so worried that I'll make something too subtle, so then I just make it really in your face instead. But it has to be a slow evolution. So I'm sort of writing what I think the scenes will be, and then I'm going to tweak them in editing. Right now it's just about getting scenes down on the paper, and I'm trying to remind myself that this is a first redraft. Technically it's my 3rd draft, but it's sort of the first redraft of this new iteration of the story, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to just let myself take it sort of slow and not put too much pressure on myself to get it like totally right the first time. And just be patient with myself and my story. I always want to sit down and write it and it's perfect, and I'm sure everyone does, but that's not how writing works. So I have to just remind myself of that and be patient. Patience isn't my middle name though. My middle name is actually impatience, which causes problems for me when I'm trying to write. So it is a new day, another day of this writing sprint thing, whatever it is, vlog. I just finished filming the recap for my 60 days challenge. It wasn't really a success, but like I learned from it, you know? Everything is about the good things you can take out of it. And I took out a lot of learning. Even if I didn't take out of it a finished manuscript or a finished comic or even much progress on a comic or even any progress I'm going to use on a comic, I got like no writing that I'm going to like use done. But I learned a lot about myself and I upped my word count and I got better at the practical side of writing. On the progress of Project Punk, what this vlog is actually about, I worked on issue 8 on Friday and then I took Saturday completely off because I was feeling very frustrated with issue 8 by the end of Friday. I was happy with most of it, but there were like 2 scenes that I could just tell weren't quite there, but I couldn't figure out what was wrong and what I had to fix. And I just kept going back over them and over and over and over them, and it became sort of obsessive, and I was just like, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna put this away, and I'm gonna come back to it on a different day. So that's the new plan. I'm gonna like give that some space, and I'm like, it's good enough for now. I can fix it in the edit. The first draft isn't gonna be perfect, and I have to remember that. So I'm in some unimpressive pajamas, so I was thinking an outfit. I'm not really loving my hair right now, so it's a hat day. Once in a while, you know, you just have those days where you're like, what is my hair doing? And you stick it in a hat so it looks like you don't have any. Anybody else relate? So now we gotta base this outfit around this hat, because this hat doesn't really go with that many things, and I don't really want to wear this one. And I never wear this one because I like when they have the curved brim and this one has a floppy flat brim. I want to get just like a black hat so that I can pair it with every outfit, and so that on the days where my hair needs to be washed, it's not like I have to pace my outfit around the hat, but oh well for now. I'm thinking this top, because it's cute and I haven't had a chance to wear it yet. So I was gonna wear one of these hoodies, and I feel like, which one matches the hat better? I feel like this one goes with the hat's vibe better, but like this one's new and fluffy on the inside. So soft. No, we're gonna go with this one. We can wear this a different day. And then I need pants. And I would just wear whatever pants, but I sort of want to wear comfy pants. So I'm thinking like, I love these pants, but I think that the double flannel might be a little bit much. So maybe, which pants? There's more over here. Just some simple blue jeans. Maybe this hat would be better. Yeah, I'll wear this hat. Okay. So that's that, and I'm probably gonna go and get ready for errands and stuff, and then I'll see you either soon to, oh wait, before you go. Comic book recommendation. I've been reading webtoons recently because I started reading Heartstopper, and you can see it in this vlog, or it's whichever side the vlog's in, and it was so good. I read like all of it, like all 200 issue, like chapters in like 5 days. So good. So good. So then I was like, wait, are there other amazing comics on here that I just didn't know about? And there are. So far I've only started reading one other. It's called Seed. You should totally check it out. I love the art style. I haven't finished it yet though, so no spoilers if you've already read it. But it's so good. I want to come out with a comic book recommendations video like the one that I will link up above, but with webtoons. Also, webtoons is my backup plan for if I don't get published via like paperback issues that you can hold, I could post it on webtoons. So I want to learn more about the platform. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to get dressed. I'm gonna run some errands, and then hopefully I will see you for some writing. Post errands, Ash made sure that she was comfortable in her sweatpants and graphic t-shirt covered in dog hair, sat down to write. It was pretty late. I wasn't really feeling super talkative. I just wanted to be productive. And I went back to issue 8 and rewrote those scenes that had been bothering me because they were really bothering me, that they weren't completed. It's just that nagging feeling when there's something missing, but you know it's right within reach. And I just had to get rid of it. I rewrote those scenes, and I'm much happier with the current version than I was the previous version, even if it's not how I'm gonna leave it when I publish. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing more videos like this, or if you enjoyed this video, or both, preferably both, please subscribe, hit that bell notification button. Bye for now.